Well, hello one more time. It's Saturday night. Hell, I think it's about 10:30 at night. This is usually when I make boo-boos. I'll try not to. Uh, anyway, I had one of my subscribers tell me, I don't know, I don't know if it's two, three, $400. Shit, I don't remember. And I told him I would just take it, and so I'm gonna. Uh, it wasn't 500. I think it was 400. Whatever. I'm just gonna take the four. I did make an error, so we'll just go ahead and take it. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55, 5,600 bucks. So we're in good shape no matter what. Well, here's the deal. We're 20-0 with John's Hedgeless Horseman, or at least doing it the way I've been doing it, and that's a hell of a run, man. 20-0. It tie. Well, no, it doesn't tie Waylon. Waylon's, which one of his went 21-1? It was his 410 ladder, I think, the simple 410 ladder, and so in my blackjack system, I think I told you 23. It's actually 22. And so I'm going to go ahead and roll out 21 right now. If it's quick, I'm going to go 22. Because 21 would tie Waylon's strategy. 22 would beat Waylon and tie me on my blackjack strategy. So let's just do that. And we'll call it a day, I guess. All right. So as always, you got 5 shooters, and you just start out with 5 chips. Now, when you have your rack, just separate your rack up. You know, when you're playing on the table, pull out 5. That's all you get to play with. That's it per shooter. That is all. Don't keep it all in one pile, because it's just don't. Pull 5 out. That's it. All right. Here we go. 200 don't pass. And we're off. All right. There's a 4. Not too bad for a point. And then you got 3 shooters left. That's all. If you lose all 3, that's all. That's all you got to deal with. So, number 1 bullet. That's what I call them. Bullets. Number 1. And there's a 7. This is a perfect storm. So, we get the 100 there. We get the 200 on the don't pass. All right. So you take 4, 5, put this guy back. There it is, man. I've had a couple people tell me they're doing really good runs. I think there's a fella that's like 112 and 4 or 8. Hell, I don't know, but he's up like 100 units, and it's awesome. But the power of this strategy is the don't pass, but it's also the come, and not for what you think. The come is good for this strategy because, yes, all right, let me back up. When the come travels, then that does suck, because then you have to hit this number twice. And that's a real deal. I mean, it is real, but that's not, the strategy really doesn't want it to come up. It really doesn't. It wants it to 7 when that's in the come. It's because it pays on the 7 makes this strategy what it makes, not necessarily because it goes up. I mean, you can have your 3 bullets go up, and you've only got 2 down here in the don't pass. 7 comes out, you'll go down 1 unit, but you don't go down all of it. So anyway, that's, just my take on everything. It's the power of the 7 here with the don't pass that makes this strategy. Now, when you do get up here like this, yeah, then it's like you got to do some work. You got to pop that 5 for the second time, the 6 for the second time, the 8 for the second time before you get the 7. But if you do that, man, you've won a lot of money. And so I want to do that real quick, and then I'm going to roll out another session. So there's 300. I'll just put it over in the win stack. So we're 21-0. So when you got a shooter like so, and you go with a don't pass, then you get bullet number 1. Let's say it travels. Bullet number 2 travels. Bullet number 3. But again, let me back up. On that part, you're going to win 200. You're going to win. That's a $300 win. All right, this goes up. Okay, let's just call that 5 now a goner. Let's just pretend it's a goner. Then you come out with your second bullet right there. At this point, if the 7 comes, you lose 1, but then you get paid 1 and 2. Remember, you started with 5. You've got that separate. It makes it easy to see this thing. So then when you put your 5 back, you're still up 2 units. Okay? So now, let's just say though, let me put everything back. Let me get everything back to 5. Alright, so now, this time, you got that. You win 3 units there. It slides. This comes out. We know you still win 2 units if the 7 comes now, but let's say that slide. Now, if you get cracked, you lose 2, you win 2, now you've tied. All 4 bullets are out, you only got 1 hanging. So let's say you put your last bullet out here. You still want the 7 to come, because if the 7 comes here, even on your very last bullet, you lose 2 but win 3. You know what I mean? So best case scenario is right here. Okay? You win 3 units, easy peasy. Alright, but let's say you're here. Alright? Now your best case scenario is pick these off, then the 7. That's the best you can do. So if that happens, you win here, 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 and here. Then when you put your 5 back together, you've won 5 units. So you can only win 5 units on a 5-unit shooter. That's all. That's the best you can do. But other than getting picked off here, you know, or getting picked off in here, it's a pretty safe strategy. Now, I have seen it, man. We've seen it during this process. And damn thing go down to the last shooter, and then it'll come back. But like any strategy can eventually get beat. I mean, that's just the truth. But you have to look at a strategy for its overall strength. And this is not a right side strategy. This is a dark strategy, boys and girls. This is, I want that 7. Other than the first row, I want it as quick as I can get it. It's a 7 strategy, is what it is. It's a very simple one, and I think I've proven. I think I even watched Jimmy. I think he did a redo trying to do it more accurately, and I stopped watching it when he was at about 12-0. He still, bless his heart, he still wasn't doing it right, but he was closer. And he was at 12-0, and he was pretty much in disbelief of it, but it is what it is, you know. I don't think he still likes it, and that's cool. That's fine, you know. But anyway, it's a pretty stout strategy. So now what I'm going to do, since I've rambled, and it is late, it's 21-0 right now. All right? So now I'm going to go and see if it can tie my blackjack strategy. So let's go to session number 22 right now. Okay, we're going to even change the dice. We're going to go red. And here we go. And we have an 8. We're off. Bullet number 1. There's a 4. At this point, I can lose 1 but win 3. I'll go up 2. So a 7 now is advantageous. Okay. There's a 12. Now, when you get these picked off, that sucks. But you come back over. I only have 1 bullet left. That's it in the whole world. So whatever happens, happens. I can't grab any more money. This is it. Right here. All right. Sort of helps protect you, too. Here we go. 8 is the point. And there's a 5. So at this juncture, you're out of bullets. That's it. Now you want the 4 and the 5 before the 7. That's all. I mean, that's the best you can hope for at this point. Okay, there's the 4. Okay. That's a good thing. So we'll just put that over here. Now you want the 5, then the 7. But there's the 7, and that's okay by itself because we just won a unit over here. The 7 just came, so we will lose this. But we will lose, or we will win 2 down here. So we actually get to put the shooter back, and we're up a unit. Okay? We just go out with the same shooter. We just have 5 shooters to go if we need it. That's all they're there for. Put your 5 separate from your rack, so you know where you're at all times. Put your 2 out and go. There's a 9. Now you want the 7. You want it. Didn't get it, so we're going to the 10. We bring out our second bullet and get a 6. Okay, now if the 7 comes, we would still win 1 unit. Okay, if this gets planted, then we could lose a unit. Now, it can go bad where you can get this picked off, the 9 gets hit, and then this comes up, and then a 7. That's the worst case scenario, and that's happened to me many times too. Anyway, let's see where this is going to go. And we lose that. Alright, so now all we got is this. Is it. All we got. So we're hoping we get these before that. There's the 8. That's nothing. That's another 8. So that's another nothing. And there's a 4. We already pegged that one. There's the 10. That's always good to see. Now let's get the 6, then the 7. There's a 9. That sucks. That's the point. Okay? But we're still on this first shooter. You cannot mix that shooter with this shooter. Alright? So now we've got to just see some kind of an outcome here. There's an 8. Now we'd like to see the 6. There's a 9. We sort of, for at least this roll, we're the right side guy because we're forced. There's the 6, and we got it. All right. That session, that shooter is done. So then we come and look, and lo and behold, we're tied. We had won. We haven't lost, so we can live for another fight. And let's go fight. And there's an 8. Now we go come on 7. There's a 5. And we still go come on 7. We got an 8. So we're starting to get our points picked off. But anyway, this goes here. Now, I'm not putting 100 back out here. Okay, because it can't cover these 2. All I'm going to do now is grab another point. I'll throw that in the con. I mean, you could put at this juncture, remember, this is it. This is all you got left of this shooter. You don't have to do that one at all. You can keep that one and hope you win both of those. you know, or you can put the don't pass, or I'm just going to throw it in the comp. That's what I'm going to do. As soon as I get a point, there's a 4. Now I'm just going to throw it in the comp. I'm total right side now for the rest of this shooter. Sort of total right side. There's a 2. Got whacked. So this could be devastating right here for this shooter. There's a 10. 7 out. So that was in all the combinations was deadly. We lost an entire shooter on that one. All right, so now we're forced to go to the second shooter to try to come back. Okay, there's another 4. There's the 4. So the numbers are getting pegged. Okay. In this case, we got 2 left. So we will come back out on that don't pass. That would have went to the 4. And that's it. That's all the 5. That's all we got. Okay. Now, of course, this is on. So they all lost. Again, because that's a come out roll. So there we lose there and here. So now we're down 2 complete shooters. Now we got to go to shooter 3. So now this thing has to fight its ass off. This is session number 22. 22. This could be the one that it goes down. Who knows? There's a 5. But it ain't going to be quick. That's for sure. There's a 10. There's a 3. That's a loser. So almost everything that can go wrong at the moment is in fact going wrong. There's a yo 11. That's the only bright spot so far. There's an 8. And that's it. There's the 7. So that's a tie. All right. And then we have that one from Profit before. So we're still down 2 complete shooters. All right. So this has got a lot of fighting to do to hit 22, man. I may end up being the champion with my blackjack. After all. All right, there's a 6. Bullet 1. There's the 7. Oh, it's gonna try to come back. Okay, so we take that and that. We grab that shooter, and we have 3. We'll just put over there. Grab that shooter again, and there's a 6. A 9. An 8. And a 5. All right. So now we don't want the 7 yet. This is where the little strategy shifts a little bit. There's an 11, which now don't mean anything. There's the 9, so we like that. So we'll just go here and put that over there. We want the 5 and 8. There's another 11. There's a 3. There's a 6. That's the point. That sucks, but now we gotta do the outcome here. There's an 8, but that's on. Out there in the comp. So we'll put this over here. And now let's see if we can peg that 5. 4. 6. 7. We didn't. Alright. So now let's see where we're at with all this. We got our third shooter, so you know we just stayed close to about the same. We're still almost two complete shooters down. There's an 8. Now we're the dark guy. I'm on 7. And there it is. That helps. Doesn't get us back, but it damn sure helps. So there's that. We get that shooter back. And we bring that back to here. We've gained a shooter. Now we're only one shooter down. Let's see if we can keep moving forward. There's a 3. That'll work this time. Because we're down, we got to keep going. Otherwise, we quit. There's an 8. Now we're dark again. Come on, 7. There's a 9. We're still dark at this point. Come on, 7. There's a 10. Now we still really want a 7. We're still dark at this point, but if this travels, we're going to go light. Okay? So there's the 8. That's the point. That goes here. That loses. So now we're sort of, stuck. We're right side guy now. There's a 5. There's the 8. We could still come out of this gaining 1 if we can pick all the numbers, but we'd have to pick them all. There's the 9. Now all we need is the 10, and we'll actually come out of this shooter. There's a 7. We didn't, but that's okay. So if we look at our rack, we're still 4 complete shooters plus a unit. So we're actually down 4 units. This thing is trying to battle. I've had to do that over the last 21. We are actually on 22 right now. But you guys have seen it if you've been watching this. I've definitely had times where I've had to battle big time. So there you go. And there's a Yo 11. We'll always take those. Give me about 5 of those real quick. And there's the 7. So that's a good thing. You picked up 100, plus you're going to pick up 3. 1 there, 2 there. And now, let's see where we're at now. So there's that 4th shooter back. And don't look now, boys and girls. We're dead even again. I mean, we fought all the way back again. So now, we just need this shooter to not go backwards on us. That's all. And there's a 10. Actually, a decent point. We're a dark guy now, and we go, look, we want a 7. But we picked off the point, which sucks, because you're so close. I mean, it's just, but that's gambling, right? So this goes to the 10. We lose that point, and now we're just going to put that don't pass down, and we're out of bullets. That's it. Okay, and we lose that. On the 11 come out, we still have to do that 10. There's a 5. So now we need the 10. 7 out, we didn't get it. So we lost an entire shooter on that. And that sucks when you're just a few hundred away from being able to, but that's just sort of the way it is. So now we're down a whole shooter again. Okay. There's a 5. There's a 7. That'll help. So here, that gets our 4th guy back. And all of a sudden, we've got the 4 back plus 3. So now we're only down 2. to, there's a 3, that'll help. We need to keep going forward. Now, there's a shooter back. All right, there's a shooter. We're actually tied right now. Now we just need a good outcome here. That's all. That's all. But no, 7. This is the first time this happened in a couple shooters. Now, this is the only time. All right, get this, boys and girls. This is the only time that thing goes to 3. And no bullets. It ain't 3 and running 2 or 3 bullets. No, 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 no. Now, I only had 5. I just lost 2. John calls this the fuck you. It's like, okay, fuck you. Now you just put the rest of your 5 there. That's it. There is no combating now. It's just this. So here we go. There's an 8. Now it's just the 7 versus the 8. That's all there is to it. And there's the 7. Yeehaw. So it wins this time. So now I'm back to full strength plus 100. Now, I'm not going to do that because that's not how I'm doing this for this series. But if you're battle, and you can get up, get out. I mean, I can't because of what I'm doing for the show. But if you're battling, it's taking you forever, and you get up $100, go away. Come back later. Plenty of time, right? Nothing wrong with that. Okay? But for my show, we got to continue till I get to at least 300. Okay, there's a 9. There's a 6. We still want the 7. And there it is. Let's see where we're at now. That might do it. So this loses. We get paid here. We get paid 2 there. So 2 and 2, it's 5. There's our shooter back. There's 2 plus 1. Oh my God, that battled, but that's the power of this thing, man. Hate it if you want to. But this thing now is 22 and fucking 0. And as you can tell, if you watched my live just a little while ago, I showed you how I do everything. I'm not doing anything different. This is live to me because I don't care if it loses. This is live. All my little boo-boos, the mistakes that I make, it ain't more live than what I'm doing right now. It is now 22-0. And I have to decide. I'm going to come over here and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it has won. And I had to give $400 back because of my boo-boo. And I'm willing to do that. If I screw up, I screw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55, $5,700. I'd have been over 6, but that's okay. Even if this would have went down, I'd have still had my rack back plus money. But it's 22-0. It is now tied with my blackjack system when I lived in Vegas. I think I'm going to keep it at 22-0. Just so those two can be tied. And if I need to one day, I might bring them back and have a duel out. You know, I would, if I did a duel out, I would have to keep this table, bring the blackjack and deal, you know, so I wouldn't have my blackjack table. It's a pain in the ass to change it, and I'm not changing it. I might think in my head somewhere to do something like that. But let's call this undefeated. John's Headless Horseman is 22-0. The way I played it with my fuck you bet on there. Everything else is standard John. No alters, okay? Now, he's changed a lot and he does a lot of wicked other stuff. I don't care. This is the way he generally designed it. And that's the way I've played it. 22-0. It's tied with mine. We're going to leave it there. And I'm going to move on to a different strategy and call John undefeated at 22. My next strategy is going to be called the DC Pony. That is a Whalen strategy. I'm going to put all this profit up because we're done with it. I'm not going to run it anymore. We're going to end up having to give ourselves pretty good size bankroll, about $5,000, I think. Now the DC Pony is very similar to what I just did, but the tweaks in it make it different. And I'm going to show you real quick, and then I will end this broadcast. Okay. There's $5,000. So what the DC Pony is now, the don't pass can't get us anymore. Okay, those continual losses, you can't do that. So now it's going to be point. So this is how he plays, at least his basic version of the DC Pony. He gets a point. See, that 7 would have beat us down there on the other one. Okay, but we didn't have to go through that loss. And there's a 10. All right, so the point would be a 10. Then he comes with a $100 DC. He gets that set. There's a 9. Now that's set. Just like if the don't pass made it through, now we're going to go out of the come, but not hundreds. We're going to come with 25s. And they're just going to keep coming. It ain't like we only had 5 over here and that's all we could do. This is going to be unlimited. So let's say that goes here. It's just going to, you're just going to keep going. All right? And let them win, lose, whatever. Okay? Now, if you're not in profit and like say this 9 got picked up. Oh, there's another, we have a don't 9 and the 9 comes and we got picked off. Then he's going to come out of the don't come. He's going to ladder. Here's the difference. We did not ladder down here. So he comes out with 2 and the come bets are going to be 50s. If that gets pegged right here, then it's 300 in the DC, and he's going to come out with 75s, unlimited, until something happens. And then we watch our bankroll and ladder down and all that stuff. There's a lot of movements where there weren't so many movements in the Horseman. So that's what we're going to do next time. I'm not going to do it tonight. It's too damn late. I think we had a very successful day. Because I wasn't working and I got to get a lot accomplished. So there you go. Oh man, getting my big ass. I say getting my big ass up, boy. And it was a good day of rolling. It really was. I'm happy with the day. And we did a live. Good day. So I've got to reset cameras and all that. I don't necessarily, this ain't that bad though. Like it is. I might be okay just leaving it like that. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, John, over at Pro Craps and Casino Gaming TV. Your headless horseman. And let's throw a little bone over there to your buddy Greg, who used to be on YouTube at 555. Shout out to him too. Hope you're doing well, my friend. But those two actually created this. I don't know if it's a 50-50, 60-40, don't care. But they actually both created that. Congratulations. You went 22-0 on my 20-0 series. That's only been done twice. And I'm the other guy. So, we're going to go to Whalen's DC Pony. And then after that, we'll do something else. So until the next time, y'all, have a good rest of the Saturday night. And I guess I'll probably see y'all tomorrow. All right? Be great. See you. Bye.